What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Retro Pioneers Podcast. I'm your host, Retro J. I'm coming at you with a banger today. I've been talking to this man, trying to get him on the show, but sometimes our times don't come acquaint with one another. But we finally here, Mr. Rob, the anime enthusiast. Welcome to the show.
Appreciate you, man. I'm glad to finally be on here and just talk anime with like people that I can relate to and stuff. It's just the best feeling, you know?
Yes, brother. Yes, man. Hey, look, man, tell the people about yourself that don't already know who.
Well, I started watching anime. Well, my first anime I didn't know was anime was Digimon. That was my first anime. Back when I was like 8, 9 years old. I had the Digivice, the D3, and all that stuff like that. And after that, uh, when I truly knew I liked anime was probably Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragon Ball Z. I'm saying the most money I probably ever spent on anime is probably Yu-Gi-Oh! I still got my deck still to this day, like 20
Okay.
years old. I still got it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not selling it. I don't care. I'm keeping. I got some rare stuff that probably sell for a lot, but I will never sell it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And, into this content creation, I just want to talk anime, and I was always kind of like a quiet, shy type of guy. So when I started jumping on like Instagram and like Facebook and stuff, I saw a lot of people who liked anime. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. More people are coming out and saying it. But back then, it was kind of like half and half where I was from. So a lot of people did, a lot of people don't. Some people, a lot of actually people actually liked the anime, but pretend they didn't. You know what I mean? Try to play it off. That's what a lot of people are doing. So like, oh, you a loser. I was like, I thought you told me you watched that. But they don't want to say that in front of everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was kind of big where I was from. So I've been anime probably since I was like 9 years old. I'm 35 now. So I'm getting up there. So I got a couple gray hairs. I'm getting up there, but still anime is still hitting. It
Man.
might even be better than it's been ever, you know? So
Okay.
jumped on the content and I was just jumping online, just making stuff. And I was like, oh, people mess with it. It's cool. You know, I met a lot of good people.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my DMs is crazy.
Yeah.
I got a couple of groups in my DM that we just talk about stuff. You know, we just pointers on how to create content.
Yeah.
And also we also just discuss anime in general because we actually are fans of what we do, which makes it even better.
So
You know what I mean?
more as a anime community you're building on your
Yeah.
Instagram platform.
Yeah. And some of the people, it didn't even matter how many followers they had or anything like that. I met people when they had 100 followers, but like, oh, this guy has some good content. Throw some out there. I met Senpai, Silva Senpai. He's on there. You know him. I met LJ.
Mm-hmm.
LJ is dope. I met LJ. Tim, KO Tim. You know, I met a couple people that I was like, I did not care how many followers they had. I just started following them, watching the content. We formed a group. Fortunately, my life is lifing, so I couldn't meet up. But they met up last year, I think, at Comic-Con, I think. It was like Comic-Con or DreamCon, one of them. And they were taking pictures, like, oh, it was like 10 of them. I was like, damn, I wish I could have pulled up. So cool, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was mad, but I was happy for them because it was like random strangers and we all just cool, you know?
Yeah.
It's just mad dope, man.
So
I gotta do something this year though. I
yeah.
gotta do something this
Look,
year.
I was even saying that for myself that I want to start getting into the notion of being able to meet up with certain content creators, man, and just doing some stuff live, bro. Because
Yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool doing it over internet and stuff and that nature, but it's just the same vibe. It's a different vibe when you're doing it together.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it is. That you get to see I haven't really did any content with nobody, like in person, but I know how can I say this? I went to Collecticon one year, right? Last year. And I saw something that kind of changed my life forever, right? I was there and it was you know Collecticon is, right? And like, you know, just people gather up and just collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
mhm.
Pokemon, whatever. And they sell stuff. You could buy stuff, trade with people, whatever. And I went there and I saw this big group of people just screaming like, yeah. It was like the Pokemon section. So I was like, what's going on? So I walked over there and I seen 2 content creators.
Mm.
I don't remember their names, but my friend I was with, he said, oh, that's so-and-so. He has like 1 million followers on YouTube. He really did though. And then some other guy with pink hair. And they were card battling. They were opening packs to see who got the better card. And all the people who knew them, the fans, were surrounding them in like a circle,
Mm.
and they had the camera on, open the pack then, and they were hugging each other. It was cool. And then as soon as the camera turned off, it's all right, bro, cool, see you later. They just walked away. I was like, what? I was like, yo, this is kind of crazy.
It's just
It caught
content.
me off guard. And then it messed me up even more because a couple of days later, the friend I was with, he's like, "Yo, check it out. We in the video," or something like that. We were there. So I was like, "What are you talking about?" He sent me the YouTube link of the video. And then I'm watching on video with all the edits and all the sound effects and I was actually there in person. I'm like, it didn't look nothing like this in person. It was kind of not boring, but it was just kind of like it was,
Not your
it's
cup of
like,
tea.
yeah, I was just like, yo, it's not that it's not my cup of tea. It's just like, don't believe what you see on camera sometimes.
Yeah.
It's really not the same in person. So I did the same thing with the battle rap because I like to watch battle rap. And when I went
Mhm.
to the events, oh my God, in person, it is way,
It
way better. And I could see why some people say in battle rap, you win on camera, or some people win in the building. That's what they say. And I was like, what does that mean? Because when on camera you watch it, they say like a nice punchline, a bar or something, be like, oh, this is cool at home. But in person, when everybody's screaming and pushing the audience and I can't hear nothing, they smoking hella stuff in there. I'm getting contact. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I was like, yo, yeah. I was like, yo, I wish I could go to every event. But yeah, back to the anime though. Like I've been on it for like over 20 years, man.
oh
Over 20
man.
years. And like I said, since I was 9, I'm 35 now. Digimon was my first. Like I'm having a hard time even keeping up with the anime.
Yeah.
This a lot of these people in generation, I feel like they only watch what's trending or what's
Mhm.
hot right now. Me, I missed a lot of anime because I have stuff to do. People say watch One Piece in 2 months, the whole thing. I was like, bro, I can't do that, bro. I got a life. I can't, you know. So there's a lot of anime I haven't watched or seen yet because of life is lifing, you know. So instead of watching the new ones, I'll be watching the old ones. I'll be going back 20 years, 15 years sometimes.
Mhm.
I just be going back and then mix it in with some of the new ones because some of the new ones is catching my eye too. So I was like, damn, it's just I can't watch them all. Like I don't have all that time. So
So something that I kind of noticed, right? Like
mhm,
when it comes down to most people who watch the retro style anime is
mhm,
that yes, it wasn't the fact that they was longer. Like I
mhm,
think only one that was longer that's really long was Bleach, One Piece, and it was another one that was super long where it took months for you to just binge
mhm.
watch, but
I mean, I think Case
yeah,
Closes is real long.
yeah, I
That
think
thing is like over 1,000 something. It's more than One Piece, I think.
it was more than
Yeah, that
Bleach.
one's. And they got that one. I always forget the name. It's like a little superhero dude. I forget his name. It's like Jumpai, something like that.
Mm,
He's like a little. It's like mostly big in Japan. It's not really that big over here, but it's like a weekly show that's been airing for like 20 years,
yeah,
and that thing got like 5,000, maybe 6,000 episodes.
you're not
Now
gonna
that's crazy.
you're not gonna be able to watch everything. Once you hit that
I, you know,
25 mark,
hmm
that's it. You know what I'm saying?
it's how do you even continue the story for that long? I don't understand. Like, what do you talk about? The sky, just random stuff. Like, what is there to talk about at that point?
Yeah,
You gotta start something new.
yep. But
But
most
apparently, that show is still airing.
but most of that be filler though.
Yeah, but still people are like, watching it, like religiously every day or every one time it airs. So I'm like, I don't know how you watching that. I've never watched like One Piece is not my cup of tea, not really. But I think the most episodes I watched in anime was probably Naruto to Shippuden,
Yeah.
which is probably like 700 something, right? Something like that. And then Dragon Ball is getting up there too. It's almost like what, 700, 800?
Mhm.
It's getting up there too. So and I still need to catch up on Daima. I ain't get to watch Daima yet.
Oh, man.
I'm backed up.
But
I told you I'm backed
but
up.
but I mean, all seriousness though, Diamond is only 20 episodes. So once you do get
Okay.
into the habit of watching it, it's a breeze.
Mhm.
You could probably watch that in one setting, like probably one day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But being a content creator, you
Mhm.
follow a lot of anime accounts and you see every day a new clip of something like, what's that? Like now I gotta
Yeah.
watch this.
Yeah.
I got so much on my list. I can't even, I was like, damn, it's so hard for me to choose.
So let me ask you this then. So when Diamond was at its peak, right?
Hmm.
Far as everybody and their mom was posting clips,
Hmm.
when
I
they
didn't post nothing.
like how hard was it for you to go through your timeline or when you do run across opening up your Instagram or other
Mhm.
platforms, seeing these clips?
It was cool. It was cool. The thing is, how can I say this? I'm not saying I gave up on Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna say that. But since Dragon Ball Z, I haven't felt a certain feeling. You know what I mean? And it feels like it's just not the same no more. Like
I understand that.
the super is too sparkly, it's too glittery, it's too like you compare the art style, Dragon Ball Z is like all gritty, raw. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel that no more. It's only certain moments in Super where I feel that, like the My Bulma part, when Vegeta smack, you know,
Bears.
certain parts you feel it. The Broly movie kind of brought it back a little bit too, but it like in Super, I'm not feeling it. It's not I'm not feeling. I just don't get that feeling
Okay.
that when I used to watch it as a kid. That Dragon Ball Z, like it's just raw. Like I was hype.
So with that, by you
Hmm.
saying that, right? What you
Yeah,
how what's your feels on the by them remaking it now?
I did see the trailer. It looked good. It looked good. Like I said, with the new, it's mostly the art style, right?
Mhm,
This new rounded, like like everybody's all round shape kind of. Back then, everybody's kind of like more boxy.
mhm,
You know what I mean? But it looked better though,
mhm,
and the colors were more kind of like faded and like raw, not too super bright like they are now. I feel like it didn't need that.
mm,
Like the new Berserk, if you want to
mm,
make Berserk, you got to make it right. It can't look like that 2016 thing they
yeah.
did. You know, it gotta look gritty. It gotta look, you know.
If it
But
ain't
I'm
broke,
looking
don't
forward to
fix it.
it. I might watch Super over it. I might. Who knows? Who knows? That's another extra 100 something episodes. You know, that's just, I don't know if I could do it.
So my thing is right, and this just my take, right? When it come down
Hmm.
to Dragon, I agree with you 110% when it come down to that old style Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't nothing wrong with it, you know. So it's to the point where they're trying to cater more towards upgrading the animations for the new
Hmm.
generation of people, which is
Yeah.
cool. You know, don't get me wrong, but don't just. It seems like they're doing that all the time now, right?
Hmm.
So I don't know how many times they've remade the Battle of the Gods. You see, it's about to get a whole nother.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
if
I mean, the thing is about the Dragon Ball
yeah,
is like the how can I say the quality isn't bad. It's the art style doesn't make it look the same. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, when you see like a Naruto old episode, they would have a lot of like funny episodes where Sasuke looks like a bee. You know that famous meme? He looks like a bee or something. His nose is all, you know. But I didn't really see none of those in Dragon Ball Z back then.
yeah,
If you really think about it, I didn't really see none of that.
it was done right.
And now you're starting to see it. I'm like, how are we going backwards? You know, the colors is bright, they look nice vividly,
Mhm,
but the actual art style, the line art is backwards.
mm,
You should be getting better at this.
yeah,
Like when I saw a scene in Super where Goku did like a command wave or something, and his head was like facing like this, and it looked mad weird. I'm like, what the? I'm like, this never happened 20 years ago. How is this happening now? You're supposed to
yeah,
go forward, not backwards.
yeah, yeah.
It don't make no sense, you know?
I mean,
And like, everybody using the AI and stuff now is like,
yes,
oh man,
yes, yes.
extra fingers and stuff.
I guess it's giving us more content, man.
Yeah, but it's just I'd rather wait
Mhm,
and then make it good.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people don't understand that the new fans, they so, you know, privileged and spoiled is like the anime season just finished. It better come back next year. Like, really? You can't let it have 2 or 3 years and then let it be a banger banger?
Mm,
That's why so many things is getting messed up. It's all rushed.
yeah.
It's
It,
all
it's
rushed.
it's not like how we had it back then, where you had to
Mm-hmm.
wait a whole week and some might not even wait a week. 'Cause I remember at one point, like, okay, well, this episode of Dragon Ball Z, man, I gotta watch it next week and find out. Like, did you
Mm-hmm.
see the next week episode? Nah, I think they canceled it and they said they're gonna do it the next week.
Mm-hmm. You can't you can't do that back then because if you miss episode, you didn't get to see it no more.
Mm,
Only time you get to see is maybe like pirate or maybe like on YouTube, people be uploading it.
yeah.
But like if you miss an episode, you're not gonna see it.
Hmm.
And then they did something smart one year where they did like an hour of Dragon Ball Z, I believe. And the first episode was the last week's episode.
Hmm.
And then the second episode was the new episode. I was like, okay, so now if you missed it, you can have another shot. Because I remember Yu Yu Hakusho, when they did that for Yu Yu Hakusho, I thought it ended at the Dark Tournament.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was more until like I got to be an adult, and I was like, my friend's like, "Yo, there's more, right?" I was like, "No, there's not. It finished after the Tagoro." He's like, "No, no, no, there's a whole." And I watched it. I'm like, "Yo, what is all this?" You know, I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." So I found it online. I'm like, "Yo, I would have missed out all this." You know, it's crazy.
So let me ask you this then. From you being a kid to now you being an adult, do you like the anime feeling that you had back then, right? Is it more of a love now only because you're an adult and you kind of understand these animes a little bit more now? Because don't get me wrong, when you watched it
Yeah,
when you was a kid, you just
yeah.
watching it to the point where it's like, okay, I like the
Mhm,
animations and stuff of that nature.
mhm.
But now
Okay.
that you are adult, you kind of basically understand some of the
Yes.
jokes or some of
Uh,
the stuff like that. Like, how was that for you?
it's funny you said that. Me and my best friend was talking about that the other day, how when we rewatched, a couple of series, I forget which ones, that we rewatched it, I was like, "Damn, as a kid, I missed all of this." So it was crazy. It actually hit harder as an adult
Hmm.
than it did as a kid. Like, for example, I was watching Digimon, right?
Yeah.
I told you my favorite, first anime and one of my favorite.
Mm.
And Digimon was always better than Pokemon to me because they had real life issues.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was watching it. I was like, "Oh, the mom." My favorite character was Matt, right? He had a little brother named TK in the first season. The parents were separated, not together.
Hmm.
When I was a kid, I was watching it. So, oh, it's cool. I watched it again as an adult. I was like, "Damn, they were divorced," because my parents were divorced. So it hit me. I was like, "Damn, I didn't even notice." So I'm watching it, and as I watch it, my respect for Digimon grew more
Yeah.
because I didn't notice all the adult things they had in there. People were actually dying in the show. You know what I'm saying? That's what's the difference between Digimon and Pokemon. People actually die in Digimon.
Yeah.
You know, Digimon actually die too. And the world's being destroyed. Like there's a lot of stuff going on why Digimon will always be better than Pokemon, in my opinion. Pokemon is too that there's no consequence,
More
in
too
my
PG.
opinion. Yeah, if you get beat up, let's just go to the Pokemon Center real quick. Digimon did not have that. If you died, you died. If you got beat up, next episode they'll show you with the bandages on your head and everything. You got smacked up. Like that
Man.
did not happen. You don't get healed up in a second and come back and fight it. That doesn't happen.
Mhm.
People was dying, and actual people and Digimon.
Mm.
So the respect for Digimon actually went higher as an adult. But the thing is, I got hit with that thing. I don't know what to call it, where you watch a series as an adult and the animation wasn't as good as you remember it was. So you kinda messed it up. He was like, "Damn, I shouldn't have watched it." You know what I mean? I should have left that how it was.
Yeah, as a memory.
Mhm. The worst one I ever did that with, that I regret to this day. I was watching Beast Machines or Beast Wars,
Yeah.
the old one, the claymation thing. I
No.
was like, "Oh, this is horrible." I was like, "Damn, what?" I'm like, "This it can't be it." And it really was. I was like, "Damn, this was trash." But it wasn't trash. I should have never watched it. I should have left it. I should have left it alone,
So you
on
done
his
messed up a
deathbed. That's the last
childhood memory.
memories. Mhm. So now when I think about it, I was like, "Oh, no, this is like 2016 Berserk, but worse."
Mm.
I was like, "Damn." But I still love it,
Yeah. So so
but
so was you into, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cartoon anime too?
hell yeah. Yo, it was where I lived, it was crazy that you weren't into Yu-Gi-Oh! People was bringing their decks to school and dueling on the spot for cards and everything. Like, people would get robbed for their cards,
Hey.
people was dueling for their cards. Like, I seen a lot of crazy stuff. Hope you don't get mad, but I seen a guy snatched up one of my best friend's card out of his hand, ran away with it. Best
Oh,
friend chased him down the hallway, and I'm like, "Yo, hurry up, get him!" Like, he got him though. He got it back. He got it back. But I always remember that. I was like, "Man, that adrenaline kick in."
yeah.
Hell no, you ain't had no money back then. You lose that
No,
car, you
bro,
never getting it
that was
back.
all mom and dad money, bro.
Yo, you ain't had no side hustle, no like, no. So he was running for his life for that car. I had never seen. I was like, "You should have joined track." I should have told him to this day. I had never seen somebody run that fast. Like Goku for a second, for a split second, just a little bit like Goku.
Man. But with that stand on anime, what would be as for Rob, right? What
Mhm.
would be your top 5 recommendations for, like,
Recommendations
new anime and, fans out there?
for the new fans. Let me see. I know I got to put Yu Yu Hakusho in there because when I rewatched it, I'm like, damn, it was one of those. It held up. It doesn't need a remake. It doesn't need, it held up. It's a masterpiece, bro. Like the characters in there, how they influence a lot of these characters today. Like they're the blueprint of a lot of people, bro. It's crazy. That bad boy. cool guy that he's doing something good, but he's trying not to be like, listen, man, shut up. But he know he's doing something good. He doesn't want
Mhm.
to like nobody to know that like cocky like that was Yusuke. He was the first. He was the blueprint. Hiei is the blueprint for a lot of characters.
Yep.
You know Hiei, right? Sasuke and all the other people in Hunter x Hunter, the guy with I forget his name, guy with the black, he had the sword and
Mhm.
everything. Like Hiei is the blueprint to a lot of people. Yusuke is the blueprint to a lot of people. And just the tournament arc king, it's the king of the tournament arcs.
Mhm.
Like it has if anybody down talk Yu Hakusho is like, I just lost respect for you. I can't even take you seriously. For real. Because people be trying to be like, "Oh, the art style, oh, there's conversation over. Nothing to talk about. All
Exactly.
right, we ain't doing that. We're
Exactly.
not doing that. We not doing that."
Exactly.
Because I guarantee if they Mappa jumped on that and remade it, ain't nothing alive gonna stop that.
But
Nothing. It's
but
better than
I
Soul
don't think they're
Leveling,
gonna do it
everything.
though, only because they know of what they have. You know what I'm
And
saying?
and also Tagashi,
Yeah.
his situation, I don't know if he would want that. Sometimes some of those movies you watch, you only need one part. When you make the sequel, then you mess it up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave it the way. Like that Jeepers Creepers 3, I don't know if you've seen that one. That
Yep.
was so bad. They should have never and now everybody's waiting on Jeepers Creepers 4. I was like, if this one don't hit, I'm done
I
with the
thought they
whole
already made
thing.
a Jeepy Creeper 4.
Did they?
Yeah.
See, it was so bad, probably didn't hear about it. See, they probably messed it up. I ain't gonna make me go look after this. I
No,
gotta leave it.
they did
It,
drop
it,
one and it wasn't good either.
it wasn't good.
Nah.
The first and second one was, you know, but then they tried to milk it after that. It's like, let me just do this. It's like, oh, now you just messed it up. You
Mm.
should have left it. But the thing is, as a content creator, one of the reasons why I jumped on creating content, because I wanted to create other things in life, which is anime movies.
Mhm.
Like one of my passions, I like writing. Like I write music. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? I've been messing on that Suno app. I don't know if you heard of that. I write songs on there.
Me too.
And I got some bangers, I'm not gonna lie. But I also want to write stories. So I'm writing my own story right now. I'm actually gonna be posting on Instagram. It's gonna be like on the carousels. So you can flip through it and read it basically on Instagram right there. I'm
Dope.
working on it. It's in the works. I got like 40, 50 panels ready, like ready to
Mm.
upload. I got a lot of stuff working on.
Yeah.
And probably gonna put it on as a whole book together, maybe Amazon, put it on there. People want to order it, whatever. But yeah, writing. That was my main thing. I wanted to get into writing. So I had to like build a fan base and all that stuff. But also I'm also a fan of all the shows I watch,
Mhm.
most of them. But one thing I could say different about my content in particular, most of the time I only cover shows that I only like. I know a lot of people will be covering stuff just because it's hot, everybody's talking about it. I don't do that. You know what I mean? I'm the type that if I say it's trash to me,
It's
I'm not
trash.
talking I'm just not gonna talk about it because I don't like making a video talking about how something trash and then I get attacked in the comments and all that. It's like and then I really sit here and think about it. Why even make that? Why don't just focus on making something that I do like and then I can engage and connect with the fans that appreciate that.
So let me ask you this then, since
Mhm,
you brought that up, right? Do you
mhm.
feel some content creators kind of play themselves when they try to keep up with trends?
Uh, yes,
Mm.
because then once you start something, you gotta keep going.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, when Ninja first started playing Fortnite, right? First started playing, he was doing good. He's still doing good. He was doing good. One day I was watching his stream, he started playing like Call of Duty, right?
Mhm.
The whole chat. What is this? Turn this off. We want Fortnite. I'm gonna unsubscribe right now. He lost like a lot of subscribers. He's at first he didn't care. Whatever, let them go. But then when it was by the hundreds and thousands, he's oh hell no. Hold on. He
Yeah.
rebooted it, got the Fortnite back on, and went. You know what I'm saying? So if you start talking about One Piece or whatever show it is,
Got to keep
when
doing
an
it.
episode comes out, and imagine you didn't even really enjoy the show, but now you're kind of forced to talk about it because you got people in the comment section. Did you do One Piece reaction yet? Did you do this yet? And
Mhm.
it's coming on the way, and it's probably not because you don't want to do it. So then you got to turn the camera on and pretend that you like it. Oh man, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to fake no reaction. I only watch what I actually like, and I would actually recommend. There's a lot of stuff on my page that I never put on there on purpose, but I did see it. And I'm like, if I put something, it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna say bad stuff. That's all I got to say. That's why I will not post about it.
Because if you think about it like this, right? Sometimes you don't have to really kind of steer towards the trend stuff because you got a lot of people who does it very well, right? So
Yes,
so
yes.
why not just go to their page and watch that? And at least I know
That's
if
what I'm
you're
saying.
watching my stuff, it's something that you're kind of like accepting of me. You're
Hmm.
accepting me as a content creator and as an individual.
Yes. Also, that too, it's your personality.
Yeah.
Like, if you do certain things, somebody might have more knowledge than you and explain better than you. But if your personality is better, you'll get more views and stuff than that person. Because
Mm.
how many times you watched a YouTube Call of Duty, up 34 kills, nuke bomb coming right through. He's
Mm.
mad boring. But then you watch somebody like RDC who's trash and it's mad entertaining.
Yeah, he got
So it's
comedy
like even though
behind
they
it.
have, even though they be doing a hard, but they be losing all the time, I'd rather watch that.
Yeah.
You know, that's just my opinion. I'd
Yeah.
rather watch something that actually is entertaining me.
Hmm.
Just you running around getting the kills, it looks cool and all, but I need more than that. I need personally, I need more than that. Some people like that, not me.
Yeah.
I'll turn it right off, put some RDC on,
Yeah.
play some Marvel Rivals.
Man.
I'll be watching that. I'll be dying, bro.
Look,
And the Lethal Company. When they be playing Lethal Company and that game when they have to kill each other or whatever. I forget what it's called.
you talking about I think I know what it is.
Protocol
Yeah.
lockdown, something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, that one be funny. And it'd be 2 or 3 hours and I don't even notice.
And that lets you know
That's
right
good
there. That's
content.
yeah, good content
That's
for
good
sure.
content. When it's over after 3 hours, like that's it. And you sit there like, damn, that was 3 hours. What do I mean that's it? Like that was 3 hours. That's longer than the Titanic, I think. So what you mean that's it? So that's how you know you a good content creator.
Yeah.
If I'm binging your stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's not an easy feat to accomplish, by the
It's
way,
not.
too, because it's like in the day you had to kind of build that fan base or
Hmm.
made that reputation of yourself where people know that
Hmm.
your quality is over like I wouldn't say quantity over quantity, quality over
And
quantity
yeah,
in a
yeah.
way because it's like you're
In a
putting a
way.
lot into your quality and you might not have like for example like a person on YouTube, right? They might not drop every day. They might drop like twice a week or whatever. But they only doing that because they want to give you their best instead of a
Hmm.
person who's posting nonstop,
Yeah. Hmm.
you know.
Yeah. I've seen actually a content creator like that. I forget his name. He's kind of like a chubby, bigger black dude. Got glasses and dreads.
Mm,
This guy posts maybe like once every month or every 2 months, but his videos be like 2 or 3 hours long,
mm,
and he does like a full deep dive breakdowns. And then that one video be having millions of views, like 10 million views.
mm.
That's all he need to do. He don't gotta drop every day.
Yeah.
Like Corey Kenshin, he don't gotta drop every day. He didn't even drop for a whole year, and his channel gained like 6 million subscribers or
Mm,
something. You know what I'm saying? You could binge without even dropping nothing. But everybody's not like that.
hmm.
The thing is, you gotta bring some type of information. Those channels do pretty good. You know that you're always informing people on what's coming up, what's going on. Did you see a new episode of this and that? If you're always in a loop, you kind of have bingeable content.
Okay.
If you're always in a loop, people are always looking for what happened. So, I mean, they win, but in the end, like I said, some of them I think be fake and don't even like some of them shows. And I can't do that. That's why I feel like I'm not bigger than what I am right now because I will not submit to that. I just basically talk about what I want to talk about. And if you don't like it, then I really don't care.
But
It's my
that's how
page.
it should be because it's
You
your
know,
page. You know what I'm
it
saying?
is, but some people get mad at that. You gotta talk. Like, how you gonna tell me what I gotta talk about? You talk about it on your page. Like you do it. I don't wanna do it.
Right?
They be having 2 followers, no avatar. Like you don't even know who you are. Like get out of here,
Exactly.
loser.
Exactly. Believe
No.
bro, I don't ran across a couple of those, man, and
Trying to
it's
tell
nerve
me what to
wracking.
do. You must cover One Piece. Up, blocked. Get out of here. Cause I want them doing stuff in my comment section. I had a
Exactly.
dude
Getting
like that
everybody
one
else.
time. I had a dude like that one time. He got mad I didn't cover something. And then for some reason, I clicked on his profile. He wasn't following me.
Mm,
But every time I dropped a video, he would jump on the comment section. Like he'd be waiting. And he started talking trash about every single. I had to block him. I was like, "Yo, get off my videos! You weirdo! You're not even following me. How you know when I drop?
He got that.
You
He
checking
got that.
every
He
day
got
on
that
me? You
bell.
weirdo!
He got that
You
bell
weirdo!
still going though.
Does it?
Yeah, I think you could do that. You could still have
Oh, I didn't know that.
the bell let you know when a person dropping, but you don't necessarily have to follow them.
Oh, I did not know that. So it looked like creepy to me. I had to block him because he kept arguing with people in my comment section. People were like, "Yo, who is this guy?" I was like, "I don't know." Blocked.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
nobody know.
yeah.
Like, get him out of here. Something you got to deal with.
but
Stuff you got to deal with.
but see with that by Yu Hakusho being one of your first recommendation, you know,
Mhm.
is that somewhat of like not necessarily would say like it's only one of my recommendations because I love it so much, but it was actually a great show.
It's, in my opinion, it's the complete package.
Mm,
Only thing, is the ending. People don't like it. Me personally, I thought it was okay.
yeah.
And okay, if something's really good and it ends like okay, it's better than it's being really good and ends trash, like Soul Eater. That ending messed me up forever. I don't even watch the show no more. You know what I mean? If they remake it, I'm gonna watch it and I hope they do it good.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of shows nowadays, in my opinion, suffer from that because you only get 12 episodes and they be jam packing so much information or they skip mad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, this is supposed to happen, didn't it? And then this, like nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only an anime watcher. So when somebody who reads the manga, actually his hair was purple back in chapter 3, like shut up. And they think they're all superior, like shut up, loser. I
Like,
mean,
bro,
he's
you
right and
killing
all.
my vibe right now, bro.
He's right and all, but at the same time, it's like, damn, man. And then they look at you like you stupid. Oh, you actually like that? Oh, you gotta read, man. You gotta. I was like, they right, but just the way they're going about it, I don't like that. You know.
So so
So
so in your opinion, you think manga readers are toxic?
no, no,
Okay,
not all,
okay, okay.
not all. When they start doing that,
Yeah, that's
yes,
toxic. Yeah.
yes, because if I was a manga reader, I would just inform them without insulting you.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they try to insult your intelligence after that.
Mm,
You're stupid. You believe in a lie. You did this, you did that. And for example, when I first saw the Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super, right? Somebody was telling me how Gohan actually beat Broly or something like that. Something. They changed a lot of stuff.
yeah.
They said Master Roshi had Ultra Instinct and he taught Goku. And Master Roshi also learned Ultra Instinct and fought Jiren for a little bit. He didn't win, but he was keeping up a little bit. And my friend showed me the panels. I'm like, dang, this is kind of crazy. Why did the show change so much? Like this is
this
way different,
this is
like
not
this is crazy.
realistic.
Yeah, it's way way crazy. Yo, Master Roshi versus Jiren, come on.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought about it after they wrote, like, you know what? We wrote this book. Who wrote this? He can't show this.
That's a what if.
But the thing is, since the source material came first, we can't really say that.
Yeah.
So the anime is actually the what
Yeah.
if you really think about it.
That's
So it's
true.
kind of like, again, when people who are the manga readers and they're, oh yeah, man, Goku beat it. No, he didn't. Master Roshi, no, he didn't. I was like, damn, this is crazy.
Mm,
But they messed that up because I heard Gohan, I think was maybe supposed to beat Broly, I heard. I think. If they would have did that for Gohan, he still got a long way to go to get redeemed, but that would have helped. Because this new Gohan Beast thing, I'm not feeling it, but I'm feeling it at the same time. It's Super Saiyan 2 remake. He fought the same exact villain, everything. I'm like, yo, you couldn't do, come on, man.
it was kind of cringy to me.
That was bad. I remember still watching, I think it was Resurrection F when it first came out. I went to the movies with my best friend. And when Gohan came out with that green Adidas suit,
That tracks.
started talking, and he's like, we both look at each other like, who is that? He's like, it's me, Gohan. I was like, no, it's not. And he's like, oh, fight him. I kind of forgot how to go Super Saiyan a little bit. I was like, oh, God.
They
I
don't
looked at my best friend. He was damn near crying. He was like, yo, what are they doing to my boy? I was like, yo, what's this?
because a lot of people don't understand, bro.
God.
Dragon Ball Z was like Dragon Ball Z. The whole series was not supposed to be about Goku. It was supposed to be about Gohan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it kind of like they rewrote their stuff into a stigma where it's like, okay, well, we got to bring Goku back because
They made him too good.
yeah,
The worst case of that was probably Gojo. They couldn't kill him
yeah,
for a long time. If they made him too cool, or Vegeta too, they couldn't kill him. They had to bring him back.
yeah.
So, in my opinion, I never dealt with that yet, but I'm writing my book right now. And I'm like, I wonder if I kill somebody, would they be mad? I be thinking about that. What if I kill this person? Would they be, we're not reading this no more. It's bullshit. Like, damn. I never felt that. But people need to understand. I'm getting how can you say, the feeling of how it feels to write on the spot and upload.
Mhm,
Because my book is not even finished. I just created the idea. I was talking to, I know T Mac. T Mac. I was talking to T Mac in the DMs, and I was telling him, I want to make a story. So I just wrote a story real quick,
mhm,
and now I'm gonna start uploading maybe tomorrow, the day after,
mhm,
right? And it's not finished at all. But the thing is, I did that on purpose to challenge myself. I want to be able to do what these writers can do every week and stuff, and like make it make sense though.
mhm.
That's the part people don't understand. You still got to make it make sense. Because some people like Akira Toriyama will forget about characters. Like, whatever happened to Launch? Why is Trunks' hair blue? Like this stuff, you know? And he old on top of that. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, you couldn't
You
really
know?
blame him because he got like he made Dragon Ball when he was super young, bro. And
Hmm.
now that we are all in like well, not the Z saga, but just Super and stuff. Of course, he's not going to remember what stuff he did when he was in his younger years.
But the thing is, I was talking to my best friend about this, which I don't understand, right? If Akira Toriyama doesn't work by himself, he has a studio and all that stuff, right? Why? Like, if I'm in his studio, I'm
Mm.
like, yo, Akira, why is Trunks' hair blue? Oh, my bad. Let me fix it. Why didn't nobody do that? You know what I'm saying? They let him upload this. And then I had a whole like 3-hour argument by my friend about this.
Mm.
And he's like, it's not that serious. I was like, so if Mario popped up right now, Super Mario, and he was wearing bright pink and didn't explain it, and everybody just played it like it was normal,
You'll be
you're not gonna say
mad, bro.
nothing. He's like, oh, it didn't do anything to his character. He doesn't look like yes, he's an iconic color thing. He has to
Yes,
stay like he doesn't have
yes,
to. If he changes, you have to explain why. You get what I'm saying?
because that.
And then it got even worse.
Mm,
In Super, they did a reference to the history of Trunks, the movie, right?
yeah,
And they had a flashback. And in the flashback, Trunks' hair was blue. I was like, oh, hell no. We're not doing that. He tried to make it look like it was blue the whole time. I was like, we're not doing that. It's no.
he tried to pull a Mandela.
He tried to do a real quick one. I'm like, yo, I rewinded like 37 times. Like,
Yeah,
yo, no way. I had the movie on like the VHS. So I'm watching it. And I'm like, yo, he tried to trick me. He
yeah,
tried to play me real quick,
yeah.
you know? But then he tried to cover it up. When Dragon Ball Super came, if you notice, when Trunks, the future Trunks, pulled up for the first time, you remember what Bulma said?
Mhm.
You remember what she said? He
No,
pulled up on the spaceship from the future,
I'm trying
right?
to remember.
And she recognized the spaceship. And everybody was looking around like, who is that? She knew who it was. And she's like, hey, everybody, is there a kid with blue hair in there? And I was like, ain't no fucking way. No
Yo,
way.
I did not catch that.
She said that. And I was like, what? And then when they showed him he had blue hair, I'm like, why is this? I was like, what is
They try to
this? I was like,
retcon it.
why is he? And they never explained it. But then there came explanations, people talking about maybe when he went through the time thing, his hair changed and got messed up real
Not
quick.
hell.
And you can use that, I guess. I don't know. But still,
Or they didn't have them colors back then, or whatever the case is.
whole 3-hour argument. It doesn't change his character. He's not any less stronger or faster. It doesn't matter. He don't look like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, for hundreds of employees in the studio, why would nobody say nothing? Hey, Akira, like, look, why is this? Oh, let me fix that. This is not no first year premiere movie. These are not no first year. These are cemented characters,
Mhm.
iconic. Future Trunks versus Frieza when he first. That's an iconic figure.
Yeah.
You can't change that. And if you do, you have to explain it.
Yeah.
You have to. No explanation. Just said, "Oh, he has blue hair." I'm like, I'm the only one watching. Like, is anybody else not going to say nothing?
So so let me ask you this. What's your thoughts on the new Broly versus the old bro?
Oh man, I got mixed. Part of me want to say it's better, but it might be nostalgia. I don't know what it is. Again, Super Dragon Ball Z changed to the point too much that it's just that Dragon Ball Z, especially the movies,
Mhm.
when they had the rock music playing and all that stuff like that, that new Broly don't hit like that.
Nah.
You know, like you see when he had Vegeta's face like this to the skyscraper and beating everybody, it looked more savage in the old movie than he did the new one.
Yeah.
The new one, the look, it's a whatever you want to say. Some people say it looks better. I still think the OG looks better.
So yes, and I agree with you 100% because
Mm-hmm.
something I kind of had to kind of realize, right, when it came down to the old Broly and the new Broly. The old Broly, like you mentioned, he was more savage. He had that
Mm-hmm.
more animal mentality than a human, a Saiyan basically. But the
Yes.
new one, they tried to write him in because they knew they was gonna try to save him. Like the whole movie was gaslighting that they was gonna save for
Mm-hmm.
something. You know what
Yes, you
I'm
could
saying?
tell.
So I knew he wasn't gonna die when Goku and Vegeta was about to, the
Mm-hmm.
about to finish
Yeah.
him off. I knew they was
Mm-hmm.
gonna do something, they were gonna pull some type of stunt. So with that being said, I kind of feel like they made this new Broly more kind of like likable in a way where he's not as much as a killer, but he can be. You know what I'm saying?
They could have kept. They should have kept the killer, but then made him turn good. Because the new one, he was too soft
Yeah.
to me. It's too soft, And one of the things I did not like about that movie, again, I pay attention to detail.
Hmm.
One thing that I didn't like, when they in the beginning, there was like the prophecy, 3 Saiyans born at the same time, and it showed Broly, Vegeta, and Goku, all his kids in the little Saiyan incubator thing,
Mm-hmm.
and they was all crying like little babies. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, Vegeta's like 6, 7 years older than Goku. He was blowing up planets before Goku was even walking. But they try to make it sound more epic. 3 Saiyans born at the same time, 3 different destinies, this and this. I was like, no way. And
Yeah.
I'm looking in the theater. I saw it in the theater. I'm like, nobody's saying nothing. We gonna do that? We gonna let them do that.
Yep.
Vegeta was like, everybody always forgets Vegeta's smaller than Goku, but he's 6, 7 years older than him. Something
Yeah,
like
him
that.
and Raditz about the same age.
He was blowing up planets when he was like 6 or 7 years old already. But in the movie, 3 Saiyans born at the same time, the prophecy,
See,
different outcomes, who will win, this and that. I'm like, this did not happen.
this is
Like,
the reason why we do not need any remakes
remakes.
or anything, continuations or anything of that
Mhm.
nature, because people tend to forget what they wrote in the beginning.
The thing is, if you're gonna remake it, just upgrade the visual. Don't touch
Yes.
the story.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you, Yu Hakusho, even though the art style is amazing and it's retro, all that, if they put it like how they did Jujutsu Kaisen, that thing look crazy.
Yeah.
Especially that spirit gun. If you see that right now, upgraded, that thing gonna look crazy. Tell me that's not gonna look
Yeah.
crazy. I can't even imagine that. It would probably knock every other ending. If they did that and then fix the ending, oh my God. It's already a masterpiece, but then it would be fully complete.
Yeah, I can see that.
Saying it would, I don't care what nobody said. And it has a lot of episodes too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not no 12, 13.
So it give
You
you
know,
enough time to work on it
mhm.
as you're doing it.
And this is one of the reasons I don't like shows like Free Run, right? Because they try to force too much in so little time. And it's like you're watching a whole episode about somebody getting a flower and I'm asleep. Like for some reason, making an event like that in one episode is bad, but when you stretch it across multiple, because back then, Goku and anytime he fought somebody, it would not be one episode.
Hell no.
It would be like 10, maybe 15. And they would talk about the whole backstory, the flashback. I don't care what nobody says, Naruto is the king of flashbacks. I'm saying, I don't like, it's so good that I haven't watched Naruto, just the original, in so long, but I remember everything. Because of how they made the show. It's just the flashback before they fight, the flashback during they fight, and the flashback after they fight. People say it's too much flashback, but
It's done
the
right.
Obito fight, when they kept mixing the flashback with the perfect, and this is why you can remember this show forever, in my opinion. None of the anime I can't really remember better than Naruto. I'm not gonna lie. I probably remember Naruto better than Yu Hakusho.
See, but the only thing I hate about the newer generation when it come down to Naruto, right? They, of course, they wasn't able to like actually watch the actual Naruto OG version. They got to watch Shippuden. But the thing is, the OG was so much superior over Putin to the point it had more feel to it. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And then when you got invested into it, bro, it took you it took you all around, bro, to the point where it's like,
Exactly.
okay, well, what is Shippuden? Shippuden just a shorter version, get right to the point. Like how they
Yes.
got Kai for Dragon Ball Z. So it's
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shippuden, it definitely did not hit as hard as Naruto, but the only thing is, Shippuden kinda has, like, that Dragon Ball GT effect where it has goated fights in there. It has goated moments in Shippuden that are not in Naruto that you even though Shippuden not as good, some of these moments in Shippuden are iconic. They're goated moments, you know what I'm saying? Same thing in GT, Super Saiyan 4, Baby Vegeta, certain things in there. We don't like the actual GT, well, I don't, but a lot of people don't, but certain moments in there are iconic still, even though I don't even like GT, you know? Not a lot of anime can pull that off.
Mhm.
I can't even name any.
So what was your GT?
What was my cons?
Yeah.
Let me see. See what I felt like it skipped too much,
Mhm.
in my opinion.
Like it was
Goku
kind
and
of
Vegeta were
rushed.
it was like because it went like how many years into the future? I can't remember, but it went pretty deep into the future, maybe like 30 years, something like that, 20, 30.
Hold on.
Actually,
No, 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 no.
maybe, maybe like 10.
Yeah, I
I
think it
don't
was
know.
10. I think it was 10 because I think Oob was a little older when
Yeah.
before Goku got turned into that
Mhm.
kid.
Yeah, it had to be like around 10 because Trunks and Goten were like teenagers
Yeah.
still. It wasn't that far ahead. It had to be like 10. I don't know. It just felt weird. I don't know. It's like one of those things where you're watching it and you could tell this is the same show, but it feels a little different. It's kind of hard to explain
It don't
what it
feel
is, but
canon.
it didn't connect properly
Mm,
for some reason. It didn't connect properly. The overall story might have connected, but how they did it didn't connect, if that makes sense.
yeah.
And it felt, I think, a little bit rushed
Mhm.
because Z was kind of, you drag things out. The next time on Dragon Ball Z for like the seventh time, like, but for some reason, it hit hard. I'm saying, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
The old shows compared to new shows, right? Aren't the new shows way more forgettable?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Now,
I forget all the time.
look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and I
Hmm.
might get a lot of flack for this, but I don't watch really no modern anime at all. Only
No?
because
Okay.
it don't by me being
It doesn't hit.
a father, a husband, and working and stuff like that, my attention span is real short. Only
Hmm.
certain animes can capture my attention where I can binge watch
Hmm.
a whole like
Okay.
episodes. So with the new, like I gave a couple of them, a chances to the point where I can't just say I haven't watched them, but they didn't grasp my attention span.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this. Did you watch Yaiba?
I heard about it, but I never watched it.
Okay. The old one I watched a long time ago. When they did the remake,
Mm,
like last year, I think, it was actually pretty good.
mm,
I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the first times, in my opinion, not the first, but one of the first times where they did a remake, and I'm not gonna say it was better than the original. I'm not gonna say that because that's kind of people be, but that was good. That's
mm.
all I can say. That was a good one. If you want to watch a remake of something, Yaiba did it very good,
Okay,
and
I'm looking to that.
it did a very good job of modernizing that the new audience to watch it. But at the same time, is
It still kept some of
sad
the
to say,
old aesthetic.
no, it kept everything was still the same.
Mm,
The aesthetic was everything the same. The comedy, the action, it was just upgraded animations. But I've noticed these new fans get mad about story. You get what I'm saying? They call it filler sometimes. I'm like, bro, that's not filler. That's part of the story.
this
You know what I'm
this the
saying?
same people that this is what we got to understand. This the same people that only able to watch 30 second to 90 second clips.
Hmm. Exactly. You
So
remember that episode of Soul 11 last year
mhm.
when he saved his mom? And Hope So they didn't fight nothing. It was just talking, and he was just spending time with his family. This is trash. I'm like, what? The whole entire reason is this is why he did this. Every episode, oh, I gotta get the elixir. I gotta do this. This is the moment he's been waiting for. Like, imagine you're in his shoes and you're hugging your mom, you're crying. Somebody just opens the window out of nowhere. This is trash. You gonna fight somebody or what? Like that's crazy. I'll be like, what? I'm gonna kill you now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah,
yo, you ruined my moment. Yo, I did all this for her, and you're gonna say it's I can't cry for my mom?
yeah. That is bad, bro. It's
And they
bad.
got mad. We're gonna downvote it. We're gonna mess it up the ratings. And I was like, this is not possible. This is crazy. And that's only one episode. Every other episode, he's beating everybody up or getting beat up, whatever. But the whole reason for the whole entire show, he can't love his mom.
Mm.
I'm like, this is ridiculous. See, I wanted to make a video on that, but I was like, man, I got nothing nice to say.
Yeah, but
Because I
man.
say then I'm gonna have to bring up the OG anime
Yup.
because the OG this is I got a friend, right? My daughter's friend, right? Her dad, my daughter's friend has a dad, and he's 50.
Mm.
And he draws like kind of like Studio Ghibli style.
Mm.
He's old school, right? And he talks about anime, about a lot of Ghibli films and stuff. He loves those. And me and him were talking. We talk about anime all the time when we hang out because the kids hang out, we hang out. So it's actually cool when my daughter hangs out with her friend because I get to hang out with my guy, right? And we talk about anime. We talk about the stories are just not that deep no more. You know, back then, I'm gonna tell you this: two differences between anime now and back then.
Mm-hmm.
Now anime is remembered off animation. Back then it was the story. Those stories and moments you will never forget.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But now the new shows, well, man, Soul Leveling is so good. And I was like, why is it so good? Remember episode this when he fought that person? Okay, what else? Episode this when he fought that person. Episode this when he fought. I was like, besides the fighting, what else?
But
What else?
but see,
Nope.
it really just boils down to the point where access of certain things that we had then and now is completely
Mhm.
different. And
You think that's part of it?
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Because a lot of stuff back then was hand drawn, you know, and
Mhm.
a lot of stuff that's now have help from AI. I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay, true.
Some
Okay,
CGI.
would you agree with this? Would you think that because back then you couldn't just go on the internet and watch any anime you wanted. Remember that?
Yep.
So the accessibility of an anime made it more precious.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Back now, if you miss it, you can go on 85 pirate websites. You know, you can log into your friend's Netflix. Like, there's no way you can't not miss it.
Yeah.
But back
It's
then,
more
if you missed it,
it's more
you're a
accessible
loser in
now. Yep.
school. You're a loser in school. You saw an episode of Dragon Ball Z? No, I didn't see it, bro.
And like I mentioned in a couple of like not a couple of but episodes before, right? Where back then for us to even get excited about an anime,
Mhm.
we used to have to print it out and bring it to school. Like, bro, this is the scene I'm talking about. Like, you had to print it out. So
Mhm.
that sense of urgency was there because it was like, okay, well,
It meant more.
yes, yes. But now they have so much access to everything. This is the
Mhm.
reason why they require so much far as I don't care about story. I just want the animation to be top tier because this is
Mm.
all I have.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? People attention spans are very short. So they don't really
it's
care about
bad.
story, you know?
It's bad, man. But the thing is, One Piece, I always hear this thing. If you can't get past this arc, then it's not for you. Right? That's what they say. And I'm just like, yo, it shouldn't take 40, 50, 100 episodes in order for me to like a show.
Right.
I feel like, in my opinion, first episode, you got to, you know? What they say in the content creation, the hook. If you don't like the hook, they gonna scroll.
That first 15 seconds. It's a wrap.
It's not even that. It's
5.
2
Yeah,
seconds now.
2, yeah, 2.
It's literally 2 seconds now. People can't even sit still for 2 seconds. But in an anime, if you don't capture my attention in the first episode, I'm sorry, it's not the one. I understand some animes are a slow burn and it takes time to tell the story. I understand that. But someone let's tell like they just drag stuff too long. But for some reason, anime like Dragon Ball or Naruto, when they drug something out too long and it was actually not a filler episode, it actually hit. You know what I'm saying the whole Frieza fight, Goku, every episode hit, didn't it? And that was a long ass fight. Every episode hit.
That was like a 30 episode fight, bro.
Yeah. The only anime I know that had a fight like that for a long ass time and I enjoyed it, gave me the old feel. I don't know if you ever seen Shangri-La Frontier.
No, I haven't seen
Man, he had his one season. I think it was the first season. I think
it.
it's a video game. It's a video game anime. In a video game MMO they playing right. He fought this one dude, and the reason why this is one of my top 5 gaming anime is that it has so much gaming mechanics like critical hits, set bonuses, and boosts. It has like they talk about everything.
Mhm.
So he applied all that within the fight with this dude, right?
Yeah.
And when you put that all in the fight, the fight lasts maybe like 6, 7, 8 episodes.
Mm.
I haven't seen this in a long time. Nowadays, a good ass fight, it's like 8 minutes, and then
Whew.
it's over. You wait a whole week for the Jinwoo episode to fight Biru, and I'm like, that's it? You did that in 8 minutes? Goku did 30 episodes, and that fight was way better than that.
Yep. And the sad part with that whole situation is the fact that just because it lasted 30 episodes, every episode had a specific reason for that episode that made you be like, yo, bro, I didn't expect that.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, yo, the buildup was different.
Yeah.
And nowadays there's no buildup. They straight to the action. It's like, yeah, man, you killed my family. Let's fight. I mean, that's a legit reason, but I want to see the flashback. I want to see this. I want to see you sacrifice your best friend in mid-fight. I want to see all of it because in the end, it pays off and it hits harder. Then I come here on the island, General walking in, hands in the pocket. Oh, everybody dead. Let's fight. And then that's it. I was like, that's it? I ain't like that, man. The fight was cool though, but I ain't like that.
So I want to get your opinion on something, right? And it's about One Piece, right? And it's recently an event that just happened with Popeyes and One Piece collabing and
I seen it
whatnot. What's your thoughts on that, man?
on anime collaborations.
Well, because it's Popeyes. You know, Popeyes ain't really doing nothing special. That cupcake was mid, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I
That
think,
cupcake,
yeah, they had a cupcake, choppers,
the One Piece cupcake.
yeah, the One Piece cupcake. It
Okay,
came with the combo and stuff,
you
right?
know, there's some weird people out there that's gonna save that cupcake. Could be
Yeah.
30 years
Oh
old,
yeah. Oh
molding,
yeah. Most definitely.
molding, and they're gonna be like 1973. They're gonna
Most
they're
definitely.
gonna die if you take a bite.
But see, like I explained to my homeboy, right, is that the fact I think Popeyes had an overstock of chicken that they want to get rid of. And it was
I
like,
think that's what it is.
yeah, most definitely. This right here wasn't even like that bento box is not worth it, bro. In my opinion. It's not
I
worth.
mean, it depends because
Mhm.
would you say that about McDonald's? I think it was McDonald's or Burger King when they came out with those all gold Pokemon cards. You know what I'm
That
talking about?
that
The
was dope
solid.
though. That had thought behind that.
And it was these become collectors though. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So 2026 Popeye box One Piece. Some people are gonna be talking about that from years from now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
S- So
It's hard.
so the fact that they only had, but this just the downplay on that though.
Mhm.
It was only available in 5 certain stores. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
if you got it
I didn't know
anywhere
that.
else, you was gonna get the regular Popeyes box, but that had One Piece
Oh no.
art on it. But it wasn't like it was just a regular Popeyes box.
Oh
But
man,
to
I
get
didn't
that
know that.
actual bento box, you had to go to 5 different Popeyes that was in like one in each state, like certain states. So that's where I felt was the gotcha.
We gotta get rid of them real quick.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, it's hard to say because this is what happens when we have man-made meat and processed food and stuff. It's like you could legit never run out. And this is something people don't think about on a daily basis. Like, how many McDonald's are there in the world? A lot, right?
Mm.
That's just one fast food chain, right? Then we got grocery stores, and then we got restaurants. You think we have that much chicken year round?
Nope.
And I believe I was talking to my friend about this a couple years ago. America actually signed something where they're allowed to create
Lab
meat.
meat. Yep.
And I'm just like, you could tell right there that America's too big, too unhealthy because they're not cooking real stuff. They're not farming no more. They're not, you know what I'm saying? My family's from Jamaica, so they're the farming and stuff. I didn't grow up there. I grew up here, but my mom show me how to do that here. Like I still to this day plant. I'm not gonna say crops. I still plant farm, like not a farm, but like I got a garden. And it's not no regular, oh, little flower lilies and roses. No,
You
no, not
actually
no
growing
American.
stuff.
I got corn, I got tomatoes, I got cucumbers, watermelon, I got stuff in there. I'm saying, and I've been doing it since I was like 12, so it's
Mhm.
like a long time. Nobody does that.
No, we're not taught like by
You know what I'm
you
saying?
even mentioning that your mom was from overseas. That
Yeah.
right there lets you know alone that Americans not don't even think about farming, and they leave it like right now, for example. So I can't speak for all states, but like I'm in Georgia right now. So
Hmm.
Georgia has a specific law where you grow anything in the city limits, you're getting fined
Oh wow.
1,500 off rip.
Is there a lot of farms over there? Is that why?
No, they only want certain farms. Like for you to have a farm, you got to have that
Oh,
you gotta go through the state for that. You can't just farm just to farm. You gotta go through the state to have a farm on your
so they try
property.
to kind of like monopolize it in a
Yes,
way.
yes, yes.
Oh, I did not. I thought you could just be allowed to do that. I
No,
did not know that.
not in the city.
That's
So
crazy.
I probably in the countrywide, probably different. They more linear.
Yeah, in the country, Jamaica, my mom lives in. Well, she used to live. Is that in third world countries? I don't know about. I can speak for anything else, but in Jamaica, you just buy a piece of land, and when you buy that land, you could do whatever you want to
Yeah.
it. There's no tax on your food or whatever you build in there is yours, and that's it. Different than America and a lot of other places. There's not no. I mean, there is, but there's not no sewage system and lighting systems if you
Mhm.
don't want to, because you can have open windows. You can have I forget what they call it. I have one actually here. You're not even supposed to have it in America. I'm not gonna lie, but my mom has one in the house here where it catches the rainwater.
Mhm.
You're not supposed to have one at your house, they say, but in Jamaica, that's what they use. There's a big like thing that's like as big as a pool almost. It catches rainwater, and that's what you use to take a bath, wash your dishes, and all that stuff. In America, you're not supposed to have that because we don't need that.
Mhm.
So when I saw in the backyard, I'm like, "What is that?" I was like, "Isn't that like why do we have that? Should we on like just in case storm breaks out, they bind up all the water and all that, we still got water."
Yep. I
I'm
mean,
saying
it's
you
been
should get you
word.
one.
It's been
You
word.
should get you one. I'm
In
telling
a
you, you should
couple of
get you one.
months, there's gonna be a water shortage. So everybody pay attention.
Man, uh, I'm not surprised, with the guy we have running this country. I'm surprised we're not beat up already. Like, I don't understand, man. I don't even want to talk about
No,
him,
no,
man. I
no,
hate
no,
him.
no. Hey, look, man, we definitely gonna save it for another time when you do
Hell yeah.
come back and stuff
Definitely.
like that, man. But look, everybody, man, thank you so much, Rob, for stopping by, man, and giving the people some love and everything and whatnot. But
Mhm.
let them know where they can find you at on all platforms.
I mean, I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. Started a YouTube at RobDaWeeb, and I just do a lot of different type of content. Sometimes I'm ranting. Sometimes I'm just doing funny captions, skits. I'm writing a book now. I'm just doing what my mind's telling me what to do. I'm saying just got the paintbrush in my hand. I'm just making art wherever I feel like music too. I'm doing everything. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's fun to me just to create.
and that's how it should be.
But yeah, yeah, man. But this is definitely cool jumping on here. Let me know anytime you need me or you want to do this again.
Okay,
Our schedules. Let me know. Hit me up. I'm definitely down.
okay.
We gotta get we gotta get Tim in here. We got everybody else in here.
Hey, for real. And look,
Yeah, me and Tim be going back and forth because we bold. You a bold fight.
yo,
Be funny.
we definitely got to make that happen, man. Cause Tim funny as
Yeah,
hell,
hell yeah. Yeah, Tim's my guy, bro. He's so funny, bro.
but
And we so much alike. And I don't know if he's old. He might be
no,
older
yeah,
than me. I'm
Tim
not
older than
sure.
us. Yeah,
Oh, he is?
yeah, Tim older.
I never asked his age, but yeah, Tim is cool, man. He's one of the like I said, it don't matter how many followers, subscribers you got. If you cool, you cool.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
I believe some of these people deserve to be the millionaires with the million subscribers and all stuff like that. I
yeah,
believe definitely. And I'll still contact them, not just because of partner or business wise. It's just that I like what they do. I'm saying I actually enjoy their content. Shout out to Silva. Shout out to Silva,
oh man,
man. Keep doing your
look,
thing.
man, shout out to all the anime crew
Mhm.
that we have on this platform, man. Cause look, I don't
Yep.
interview everybody that
Mhm.
other crew. Oh man, I definitely got to do something as a reunion type thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
we gotta get all the little boxes all over the screen and get all in there. Definitely.
yeah, we gonna make that happen. Look, man, thank y'all so much for watching this episode of the Retro Pioneers podcast, man, with me and Mr. Rob himself, man. Y'all definitely go check out
Mhm.
his platforms and show him some love, man. Like his content, follow him and everything and whatnot. And let's build each other up in this content creation journey that we all in.
Yes, sir.
And man, we definitely wish y'all the best and watch out come watch us next time on a new episode of Retro Pioneer podcast when we have
Let
more
you say
guests and
let's
stuff
say
like
Dragon Ball Z real quick.
I'm about to, bro.
I almost
I'm
said
about to
it.
get
A little tear came out. I was like, "Yo, let's be back, man. We back. You
look,
playing dirty."
look, bro. I was about to slip up and say that.
Yeah, you almost said it. I heard the voice next time. I was like, "Oh, something's going on. Something's
But
going
look,
on here."
on that note, man, y'all take care. We love y'all, man, and peace, love, and everything above. We'll see y'all next time.
All right.